and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
JT Realmuto in the box with one away as he takes ball one. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around second is Harper. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Kyle Schwarber up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 3-0.
Well, Oracle Park has so many cool features and qualities, but there are none better than McCovey Cove and the splash down home runs. It's only 309 down that line, but hitting one out there in the bay is a lot harder than it looks. And you really have to get a hold of one to get it over the big brick wall in the arcade section, and he just crushed that thing.
Nick Castellanos stands in here, takes ball one low. Next offering down in the dirt.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Next offering misses, and that's ball three. And that is out of play. 2 down. This is Bryson Stott.
The second baseman, Bryson Stott.
And that one cutting but missing down low. Popped foul out of play off to the right. Next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. That's inside. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker but couldn't find the zone. And now it's Alec Bohm.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Just missed.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
That's a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Max Kepler at the plate. Makes the grab, and that is that. Phils get 3 on this long ball. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and our pitcher in this game, Ranger Suarez. What's the scouting report on him?
He really relies.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. He made him pay for that one. It's 3-1.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Here's Mookie Betts now.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Right through there, got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Suarez, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a curve, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. The batter will be Michael Conforto. That's a strike. 0-1. In there at the knees.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's call.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. All set for the start of the inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia. Johan Rojas. Ohtani back to work. Fly ball down the line. Conforto puts it away for the out. So the batting order turns over. Trey Turner at the plate. Led off the game with a strikeout. On the ground. And he'll be safe at first.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So a man at first. Here is Bryce Harper. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Late on that fastball. All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was.
And he dives in safely. Late swing fouled off.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. He's already homered in this game. Yeah, big swing and a miss, but he's back in time. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. And he gets back in. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Flying around third is Turner. He'll score. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runners on first and third, 2 away here at the top of the second. This one in the air, right field. Conforto snags it, and that'll do it. And we're back, and up to the plate is Will Smith. Smith, a former All-Star, hitting 5th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2016. And that one is lifted in the air. Castellanos makes the catch. 1 away. Here comes Max Muncy. Swings through that one for strike one.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
The first baseman,
Kike Hernandez at the plate. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that's outside. Ball 1. Goes down looking. And welcome back to the ballpark. And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. And first offering is fouled off.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He'll touch them all. It's 5-1.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And here comes Alec Bohm. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That
Ball
misses
1, no
the zone, and that's ball 1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Inside.
And misses
ball 2.
inside. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And another ball. Swing and a miss. And the count is 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away. Now batting Max Kepler.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And makes the grab. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Swung on, belted. Hernandez on the move. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Oracle Park, Tommy Edman at the plate. First pitch just misses. Towards first, and it stays fair. And he's into second with nobody out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. He will score to second, but way too late. Safe there.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Base knock center field. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
There's a strike to Mookie. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ohtani stands at second with no outs. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And now Teoscar Hernandez struck out swinging his first time. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
In the air, right field. He makes the grab. Throw cut off to second. And here is Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Back here in San Francisco, start of the 4th, and here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That's down and in. Next offering is down low. Now 2-2. And that's downstairs and outside. So Trey goes down on strikes. Here comes Bryce Harper. He's 2 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. That missed by a lot. And that is ball 1. Chop to the right side, but it kicks foul. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now it's JT Realmuto. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And takes low for ball 1.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
And 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Will Smith.
The catcher, Will Smith.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That one off the mark, and the count is 1-1. Swinging a foul back, and that's out of play. Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, When you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Muncy in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Up the middle. He gets there with the slide. Gathers and throws. And that's a great play for the out. Here's Kike Hernandez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's a strike. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. Struck him out looking. New inning getting started, and now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber. First pitch misses. Schwarber, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH.
1-1.
Next offering is in the dirt. Check swing on the 2-1, appeal to third, and he went around. Rule the swing. And they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 38, Kirby.
And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Lifted in the air, right field. Conforto on the move. Out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Right side, hard hit. Edman slings to first. And that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Tommy Edman. Suarez back to work. Swing and a foul out of play. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. And now the center fielder, Andy Pages. Fly ball to right. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
Got him swinging. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Here's Betts. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a foul ball. Turns and fires to Betts. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Pages off of first with 2 away. And ball
Nope, that's
one.
a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And down on strikes he goes. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. Back here at Oracle Park, top 6. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. Ball one there. Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Here's the left fielder, Max Kepler.
The left fielder, Max Kepler.
And that misses. And it's 1-0. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Hernandez on the move. Corrals it. And there's 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Johan Rojas. Foul ball. 2 outs. Pitch misses there. 1-1. Called strike right there.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 7.
Trey Turner now. 0 for 3 in this one. There goes the runner. Pitch inside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. The next pitch misses, and now 2-0. Out there to center, Pages. He's got it, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. That's outside. And that's ball 1. And another ball. That clips the corner. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's outside. And a swing and a miss. Now it doesn't strikeouts for him in this one. Michael Conforto will climb in.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Will Smith to the plate. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And he brings it into the warning track. Back here in San Francisco, top of inning number 7, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. That one way inside. Foul ball there. And a swing and a miss there.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And now it is JT Realmuto. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Just missed. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Kyle Schwarber.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Next offering is fouled back. Here's the 0-2. Stays alive.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and the Phillies are set down in order. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Max Muncy. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And it's out of here into the arcade section for a home run. A solo shot. It's 5-4. Here's Kike Hernandez. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Orion Kerkering.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Could be extra bases. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, Andy Pages. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play
some high cheese for strike 3.
Now batting.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Swings and misses. Went with the sweeper.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That one is absolutely belted. And that will end the inning. And we're back. Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Number 8, Nick Castellanos. Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 49, Blake Snell.
And that one fouled off. Treinen, the tall righty, 225 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2011. The 1-1. This to third, Muncy. Over to first, one up, one down. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott.
Batter number 5, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
And first offering is fouled off. Treinen, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against it.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Into the outfield, base hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And that one misses up and in. Now 1-2. In the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Back-to-back base hits. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside. Gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
In the dirt, but no advance from the runners.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Right side. Conforto sizes this one up. And there's 2 down. To second with the throw. No chance to get back. It's a double play. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now it's Mookie Betts.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That misses the zone. 1-0. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. Now there's a bullet down the line. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. He sends it out of here. It's 5-5.
What an incredible momentum swing on that home run, Boog. I mean, it's late in the game, just barely stayed fair, and it ties up the ball game. Impressive.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Teoscar Hernandez. steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Strike one. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him! And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now the right fielder, Michael Conforto. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And that misses. And 1-1. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And a swing and a miss. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. The batter now will be Will Smith. Down and away for ball 1.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In there at the knees. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the center fielder, Johan Rojas. Hard hit left side. Betts whips it to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Here's Turner now. And fouled off. That got him. And the potential winning run is aboard. And now here is Harper. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Next one misses. Now 1-2.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Hit on the ground to the right side. This one could be trouble. Around second is Turner. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
JT Realmuto steps in. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Pitch misses there, and it's 1-2. Good eye right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 run's in.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swings through that one. 0-1. Still only one out here in the inning. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Coming home. The throw in there safely.
Well done. Drives in the run. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Castellanos, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Skip two. Get out of this.
Bryson Stott, the next to hit. That one lifted to left. Hernandez pulls it down, and that's the third out. Last chance for the home team. Muncy digs in. Jose Ruiz comes on now.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. He's 2 outs away. Hernandez getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off. The Dodgers trailing by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one pushed foul. Now he breaks his bat. Ruiz pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So it's their last chance in this one. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Popped in the air, left field, and it falls. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. And there's a strike. Edman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Lifted to left, and that should do it. That's the ball game.
Well, I'd say we got treated to a good one. Gotta love a game when you get 13 runs on the board. A lot of offense, but it doesn't end in a blowout. Tons of really good at-bats to look back on in this one.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.